Two commissioners of the Guyana Elections Commission, Vincent Alexander and Desmond Trotman, are sounding their voices once again over what they refer to as the persecution of GECOM staff since the police announced that an investigation has been launched into allegations of fraud post the March 2nd general and regional elections. Both Alexander and Trotman were on Tuesday outside the Betafawacting police station, where Deputy Chief Election Officer Roxanne Myers is being detained. Commissioner Trotman believes that the police are acting on instructions from the corridors of power.
What we have is a situation where the police, on the instructions of the political directorate, are persecuting a number of critical persons in GECOM's operations. Here it is a number of private persons, late charges, which for up to now they haven't provided any proof of. And the police have assumed responsibility through the DPP of making those, giving form and content to those charges.
What is the position of the chairman of GECOM, Claudette Singh, following the arrests of her staff? That's the question, according to Trotman, that boggles the minds of many.
If it is that the police have evidence, they will not be stand dancing around the place like they're doing. That's what they're doing. And here it is that we have to be very concerned that critical members of the staff, of GECOM staff, are being persecuted. And we have to ask ourselves, what is the position of the chair of GECOM in relation to these matters? I raise that because we have, Ms. Alexander and myself, have posed questions to the chair, which she has not satisfactorily answered. And you get the impression that she, like Pontius Pilate, has washed her hands of this affair, is providing the police with information, while in actual fact, that she seems not to be concerned about the dilemma that this poses for those members of staff who are being persecuted.
For Commissioner Alexander, Deputy Chief Election Officer Roxanne Myers had long been a target since her appointment at the Guyana Elections Commission.
Mr. Trotman referred to the fact that they were private citizens who made this complaint. Indeed, they were private citizens, but these private citizens are PPP activists. So we see exactly where it's coming from. These are not ordinary citizens who walked off the road and made these initial complaints. These are PPP activists. This whole show is being directed by the political directorate. And on the specific question of Roxanne Myers, from the moment Roxanne Myers arrived at GECOM as a duly recruited officer, Mr. Ben was after her. So that she's been targeted from the very inception because basically they would have liked someone of their own choice.
In May of 2018, then GECOM Commissioner Robeson Ben, now Minister of Home Affairs, was concerned that there were too many Afro-Guyanese employed at that elections management authority. Ben had stated, quote, "If one group dominates this institution, it cannot be anything but racist or reflexively racist. They may not even know that they are doing something that is racist. It will happen in any event, and we do not have the proper diversity in these institutions throughout the whole country." Unquote. Alexander spoke to the issue of ethnic balance and noted that the arrest of GECOM staff is nothing but a smokescreen. He explains.
And so this is all a plot that started, as far as I'm concerned, before elections, trying to ensure that certain kind of people are not in GECOM. He raised this question of ethnic balance to the senior officers from the moment he arrived. And in raising that question, point the finger at her being appointed. The fact of the matter is, at GECOM, all of the Indo-Guyanese who were there as senior officers were removed under the regime of one Gokul Budu. So they're responsible for the absence of these people who they say they weren't present. I can call at least 3 officers. The human resource officer was removed by Budu. The admin officer was removed by Budu. Another officer in human resource was removed by Budu. All of them are under Budu's watch, and all are Indo-Guyanese. Now here they're claiming that the place is stacked The Sindh administration is stacked with Afro-Guyanese when they were personally responsible for the removal of the Indo-Guyanese, and the Afro-Guyanese who are now there were picked on the basis of merit. So this is not simply, as the Smokescreen is attempting to say, an electoral matter. This is a matter where the PPP is trying to get control of everything in this country, including GECOM.
Travis Chase, HGP Nightly News.